Hold on a second. Let me see if this is working. Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay. First, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Makakudash. Double honors to our apostles, a great millstone that rule with honor and with diligence. Honor to you brothers out there pushing this truth to wake up the elect. Peace be to the elect and their families, those that change according to the word, calling on the names of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai in time of trouble. We say, peace be unto you. May the Lord have mercy on you in these evil times that we're living in. To you brothers and sisters out there listening and learning as well, may the Lord have mercy on you and your families. This is the face of a woman, of an evil woman with no remorse. This is the mugshot of a woman that just did something unspeakably wicked, you know, but we're going to speak on it today. This woman's name is Kelly Bryant. She's a so-called black woman from what is that, Pontiac County? What is Pontiac? See, that's another thing they do. You know, they don't know, they don't put the city no more. Up in Michigan, close to Detroit, north of Detroit. You know, hey, you know, like this is the consequence of a lack of accountability spirit that has plagued our people for centuries. The reason why you don't see Jake families together, a huge reason why, you know, nobody's seeking to get with these women. This is a huge reason why the apostles always warn us about these women. You know, this is the mugshot of a woman. You know, and I'm gonna play the video of what she did, but this is a face, not a face of a woman with remorse. This is not the face of a woman that is sad about anything. Look at her eyes. She doesn't look. This is Satan right here. This is Satan right here. And this is why the apostles and the men of Great Millstone warn about these fucking women, you know? And you know, I know sisters probably gonna get offended. It's cool, you know, but man, like I know a lot of women that's you know, excellent mothers, you know, and have some type of common sense, you know. But yeah, man, like that lack of accountability shit, we got to kill that shit, man, because it's killing us. That shit is killing us, man. You know? So I'm gonna play this video. I want y'all to listen to this. For years. That's her mugshot after facing a conviction like that, after being found out the shit she did. That's that American black woman look, man. You charge them with something, some wickedness that they done, and that's the look you get. The that soulless, I don't give a shit look. But hey, the whoever it is that can't hear, check your volume. I can hear it on my end. So whoever that is, check your volume. But yeah, I'm gonna finish letting this play, man, because this is the type of shit we speak about. People think that we're harsh and we're wicked. People think that we just talking shit about black women. People think that we just got some type of. Hold on. To being found out. It's like if people think that we have some type of vendetta against black women, you know, and that's not the case. So like, yeah, I don't know. Brothers are saying that they can't hear. Let me know if you can hear. If you can hear me on your end, Baba Kasha, let me know. If not, I'll continue on my end because it's coming up on my phone. The volume is coming up. It's like if people think that we have some type on my phone the volume. Yeah. So brothers, check your volume. If you can't hear Lord's will, we know these devils, they do their thing, but people think that we just have some type of vendetta against black women. And like when shit like this happens, when shit like this happens, you know, hey, hold on, let me see if I can find a different news clip for this. Can y'all hear that one? Let me know if y'all can hear this one. Well, hold on just a minute. Wait, I'm gonna try this one more time. Can y'all hear that? Let me know. Well, I'm gonna just put the link in the description box. Apparently, this woman right here abandoned her kids, left her kids in an abandoned, I mean, in a house by themselves for 4 years. Yeah, brother, I'm just gonna put it. I'm just gonna put it in the, like, you know, I'm just gonna put the video in the description because these devils, you know, these devils are usually I don't have a problem playing videos. You know, usually I don't have this kind of problem, but I'm not gonna worry about it for right now. Lord's will, next time I do a video like this. But this woman right here, this woman left her children abandoned in a home by themselves for 4 years while she was gallivanting around being a whore, you know, with God knows who. You know, the the pictures of the home that these kids was in. Look at this. This is the picture of the home that these kids were abandoned in 4 years. You know, 4 years. These kids, 3 kids, teenagers. Wait. I think it was yeah. One of the children was 9 years old. Um, I think it was a 15-year-old. I believe it was a 15-year-old, a 13-year-old. Hold on, let me get the story. I usually just play the video. Yeah, it was three children, 15, 13, and 12-year-old children left abandoned in a home for 4 years while their mother while this woman right here was gallivanting in the streets. She didn't want to be a mother. Apparently the father was incarcerated. Typical. The father was incarcerated or whatever, but had gotten out of jail and had actually went to child the child child support people or whatever, and requested visitation, in which he was denied to see these children as they rotted in a home for 4 years, while this woman would use would here and there would bring food to these kids, and just leave them in the house as they defecated and trash piled up in the house. This woman right here, and then after being found out and being sent to jail, this is the mugshot face she makes for doing that shit. This is the face that of a woman who abandoned 3 kids for 4 years in a home by themselves. That is already dangerous if you have kids and you're actually a decent parent. It's still dangerous to have kids in the society because there are all kinds of child predators out here that are looking to abuse children like this. And then these children may go into the system. Hopefully their father gets them, because it's proven that single male parents, with single male parents, the children have a better outcome. It's proven statistically. But this bitch right here, this whore, This you know, like this demon right here has no remorse for doing that to these young children. And you know, that's horrible, man. I'm a type of person, I love kids, you know. I love kids. Kids love me. You know, like I'm just that kind of person, you know. And to see something like this, and I know like somewhere out there there's a black woman that's trying to make excuses for this woman. Well, she was young. Well, you know, she probably didn't have such and such and this and that. You know, but ain't no excuses for us. Ain't nobody trying to make excuses for us when they think we some deadbeats. We just some low down, dirty, deadbeat niggas. Y'all want to kill us, you know? But you know, for a woman like this, she'll get a pass. You know, somebody's right now. Oh, she was probably just young and didn't know what to do. Blah 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 blah. And instead of saying this hateful, evil bitch, you know. And then when we say it, oh, we got a problem with black women. We fucked up. None of the world want to come against us when we say don't get with these hoes. When we say stay the fuck away from them. The father got out of jail and wanted to get with the kids. The woman refused to let him see the kids, you know, as they rotted away in deplorable conditions as such. You know, scrounging around through trash and fecal matter where they could have got all kind of horrible infections, you know, gross neglect. And I hopefully they in one instant in one instant they were saying they were seeking the death penalty. I hope that they take this bitch out. Like I don't have no sympathy for a bitch like this. I hope and I pray that they take this bitch out. You know, but you know, there's cases of neglect. uh, uh, You know, this shit is going on like all over America. It doesn't have to be to this extent, but there's cases of neglect with these young children because the women are bitter at the fathers that they chose to open their legs to and let shoot up the spot. You know, I did a response video. The one woman said, "Look, Trump is president. All black women should close their legs and not put out." And I agree with her because if shit like this gonna be happening, you don't need to have no fucking kids. I did a response video and said maybe you should consider not being such a whore. Maybe you should. You know, but that lack of accountability spirit, like everybody should be being held accountable. If you and you brothers and you sisters in the truth, man, like mainly you sisters, man, look, man, don't bring that feminist mentality shit into the truth, please. Man, hey, do everything you have to do to get that spirit far away from you. That's of the devil. That's a satanic, devilish spirit, man. That lack of accountability. Oh, the woman's always right, but the man is his fault. Yeah, a lot of shit is these men's fault, but some of it ain't. This woman had a man that was trying to get visitation rights to his kids that she denied. She denied him visitation rights so they can just rot and pine away in these type of conditions right here. You know, I'm gonna put the link to the video in the description box since they won't let the volume play on it, so y'all can see it. But man, like This lack of accountability shit, it gotta fucking stop, man. People should be being held fucking accountable, man. You know, and the world should be going to war with that type of spirit. That's a spirit that was implanted by this goddamn devil, these honkies, for us to destroy one another with. And then and now niggas even know that. They got the it's common knowledge. The Jim Crow letter is all over the internet. It's common knowledge how they what they use to divide us. And niggas waiting like it's like the white man gonna come and try to fix it for us. Like this, like you actually waiting for this devil, like, yeah, you did this to us, you come and fix it. It's not his job to fix it. It's each and every last one of y'all's job to fucking fix that shit. And this shit gotta stop. And then, like, like when now when y'all see shit like Trump wanting to cut off food stamps, now you fucking see why. Imagine three young teenagers crawling through shit like this every day for 4 years. Imagine that. Fecal matter all on the wall, all in the toilet, all in the hallway, as they have to subjected to defecate like animals throughout the house. This is some bullshit, man. But everybody want to walk with those stretched fucking necks and go shake your ass in the club and be a fucking deviant. Ain't nobody going to war with shit like this but us. You got a few women out there, but the majority of you women out there, you looking for funding. You don't believe what you say. It's a lot of women. You ain't even got a fucking husband. You on the internet talking about women need to do. Why don't you shut the fuck up too? Women need to do, and sisters in that queen mentality. And where the fuck your husband at, nigga? A lot of these fucking women are full of shit, man. Profiteering to raise a dollar. Don't care about the cause, but it sounds good. Yeah, there's some women out there that's serious too, but it's a lot of you are full of shit. Lamentations 4:1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out into the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the workers of the hands of a potter? Even the sea monsters draw out of the breast. They give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people is become cruel. This is some cruel shit. This is cruel, and this is a face. I like this is the face of a woman that has her kids walking around through this shit for 4 years as she drops off food. She probably couldn't. She probably just opened the door and just threw the food on the floor because who could stand the stench of a place that looks like that? And the stench that kicks up when that door comes open. That 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 should have made somebody's bowels of compassion open up. But this is the face of this goddamn bitch. This is the face of this goddamn slut that did that to these kids. And then everybody's walking around with this tight neck, lack of accountability spirit, man. We need fucking accountability. It's not fucking helping us. We get mad, curse you out, man. Then everybody, the Israelites is something else. Fuck y'all, man. That's why I made that video. Lord, when you gonna start killing these niggas, man? Some of you just need to be done away with, man. This is the face you make after knowing that you tossed food in the door of a house that had to smell like, man, like, I'm surprised that them kids didn't die of some type of horrible infections. The Lord had to have mercy. The Lord had to be feeling bad for those kids, for him to allow them to survive through that shit. I'm surprised they didn't all have horrible infections and were found bodies in there. And after you do this, this is the face you make with your glue, with your sew in. This is the face you make when you go to take your mugshot. Horrible. It says even the sea monsters. It says wait. Even the sea monsters draw out of the breast; they give suck to their young ones. The daughter of my people has become cruel, like ostriches in the wilderness. It says the tongue of the suckling child cleaveth to the roof of his mouth for thirst. The young children ask bread, and no man breaketh it unto them. They said every other day or every other week, this woman would bring food to these children, just enough to keep them alive. It says, they that did feed delicately are desolate in the streets. They that were brought up in scarlet embrace dunghills. You see that? And this is not talking about you hoes. Look at this. I don't even want to see this bitch. I'm not going to even scroll back to that picture. Because I get so mad, man, when children are abused, man, like that shit burns me up, man. Here it is. You got some mothers out here that are actually love their children and are struggling, living dime to dime to try to keep a home in order for them for them to survive. And then you got hoes like that. You know, and that don't just make her look bad. That make all of y'all look bad. Because other nations of people are going to look at that. Other nations of people are going to look at that and be like, these black fucking animals. They're not going to care that, oh, well, look, me, my situation is good. They're not going to care about that. All of y'all going to get judged for that because y'all walk around with this lack of accountability fucking spirit, and it's cool. And you make excuses for all the worst people. This is okay, but it's somewhere it's a man out there that's trying to be a father to his children, but some bitch won't let him. But she'll let them children suffer. And she don't have nothing to feel about it. You know why? Because she can run to her bitch friends and get a pat on the back for allowing children to suffer. See, in the report, they said it was family members dropping food off to these kids. And what the fuck kind of family is that? It was sometimes she couldn't make it, so the family member felt so bad that they threw a bag of burgers through the door. Ain't that special? How fucking wonderful. Then we try to hold you hoes accountable. You get all kind of pushback. But this is the reality of the shit that we got going on amongst our people. And this is the shit we got to deal with. Now the father of these children that was trying to get visitation, who could have probably helped them, or could have probably said, you know what, I'll take them in. In spite of him probably having a felony, you know, they probably would have been in better condition than this, more than likely. But when we say don't fuck with the black woman, then oh shit, oh, that shit hitting. You goddamn right, it's supposed to be hitting. Because y'all agree to a lot of bullshit that y'all not supposed to agree to. Y'all turn a blind eye to a lot of bullshit that you're supposed to be putting in check. And then shit like this, then it gets this fucking bad. Let me tell you about an ostrich. It's because it compared the daughter of our people to an ostrich. It's like the daughter of my people has become cruel like the ostrich in the wilderness. It's the mind of an ostrich. Job 39:13. Gavest thou goodly wings to peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust, and forgetteth that the foot may crush them, or that a wild beast may break them. See, these kids were left for any kind of predator that could have found out that those kids was in there, could have went and kidnapped them and had them sold them into a sex trafficking ring, or just tied them up in the basement and will freak off on them when they get a chance. It says she is hardened against her young ones, as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. You go through all that fucking pain. See, that's the thing. When we tell you bitches, you fuck you ain't shit. Well, we have y'all. Well, y'all be our babies. Well, look what the fuck happened to these babies. Now, what you gonna say? What? That's just 3. Well, y'all take some goddamn accountability, man. Then we say we want to run you down and thrust the sword through you. Then you get, oh shit, these niggas crazy, right? You say we can't wait till the Lord put you to death. Oh shit, these niggas tripping. Says she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. You go through all that fucking labor. You want to talk about, what you go through, all that fucking labor, and then just allow these children to live in conditions like that. That's a waste of labor. And it ain't just these kids that's being mistreated. It's a lot of children that's in these so-called black women's houses are being fucking treated. Eating ramen noodle and you eating steak. You getting all kind of money for the kids, but they don't get shit. Can't even get the fucking kids' hair done. Then when you get cut off, she's trying to cut off my stuff. Good, man, because you ain't using it on the children anyway. It says she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear. A lot of your labor is in fucking vain. It don't matter you can have kids, because those kids would have been better off not being born under your fucking roof. It says, because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted her understanding. Yep. And because of the so-called, man, I don't even want to click on that picture no more. Hey, this is the video. Well, you can just type in Pontiac County mother abandons kids. It's all over the internet. You can check the video. I'm gonna put it in the description box, but that shit burned me up. That's why the apostles saying, hey, look, stay away from these fucking women. That's why those kind of warnings go out, because when shit like this happens, there's no blowback. There's nobody saying, look, we got to do better. Look, we got to be accountable. Look, we got to change this situation. This is fucked up. But she was a young mother and blah, blah, blah. But it's a lot of young fathers out there and they still ain't shit. It's Ecclesiasticus of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 13. He says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. See, it's why the scriptures speak like that, man. It says, in any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me. You hate your race. For you to do the offspring of your race like that, that's hatred towards all of us. That's not just on that mother. That's on all of us. And who the fuck in that woman's family was helping her bring the kids food and saw that condition happening and didn't do shit? You mean to tell me it's a whole family of these niggas? It says, in any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. A lot of these women are fucking enemies, man. I'm just gonna come straight, man. A lot of you fucking hate us. You hate this race. You treat these kids like shit, and you get off. And you get a pass from other women that may not be like you, but you do the same shit by giving these hoes a pass. You're supposed to be staunchly against it. Any type of abuse towards children. Somebody should be speaking out, but y'all gang up and talk about bad about men on the phone, and turn a blind eye to these kids being mistreated by these stinking assholes. Says, there's no head above the head of a serpent, and there's no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. Says, I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than keep house with the wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. She ain't have no remorse in her heart, no empathy. And women are supposed to be the nurturers of a nation. For a woman to do children like that and have not a glimpse of empathy in her spirit, that just shows you how low we felt as a nation of people. And that shows you why men don't want to fuck with y'all no more. That shows you why a lot of men are like, fuck that. I'm not doing it. I'd rather go put my seed in a heathen than you fucking hoes. That's Hey man, that's why there's this big outcry not to fuck with y'all. Regardless of what the man did, he got out of jail. He tried to see his kids. He made an effort and was denied. And why wasn't she jailed when that man was denied? Because I know there had to be complaints made. Why didn't somebody check into it then? That whole city, that whole system is not set up to better our nation of people. It's set up to oppress us. Why wouldn't the hammer of judgment drop sooner than that? Because if the man took all that time, it's a grueling process for anybody that's ever had to do it to get visitation rights. It's a grueling fucking process to get visitation rights for your own children. You shouldn't have to ask for. You should be able to say, "Look, such and such and such and such and such and such are my kids. Here's the proof." Then you should get visited. You shouldn't have to be. Well, you got to wait till here it is. What February? You got to wait till March the 25th. You got to wait till April the 3rd to go to court. And then you go to court, and then we gotta go to court again in another couple months. You gotta wait, and then while you're waiting, either that kid is being molested or that kid is being abused by his mother. It's a grueling process to get visitation rights, especially for a felon. And this man did it and was still denied. Why wasn't the hammer of justice brought down and immediately? And see that they're talking about, oh yeah, this is bad. 4 years. How could a woman do that? But how could a system allow that to happen? That's set up to supposedly help these kids, supposedly to keep them safe. How the fuck did that happen? But if men don't pay child support into the system that allows shit like that to happen, oh, then we just deadbeat punk niggas, right? We ain't shit, right? Black women create deadbeat fathers. In the majority of cases, though, that so-called deadbeat man was created by some woman that wanted him to live an apology forever. And he refused. And he said, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna just go on about my life because this situation is too hard. It's too stressful for me to take because I will kill this bitch. This is too hard for me. I'm gonna fuck around and do something and end up in jail, back in jail. So I'm gonna just go and live my life and try to salvage the rest of my fucking life for this over this evil bitch. Says the wickedness of woman changing her face and darkening her countenance as like sackcloth. That woman didn't have no soul, and I don't. She might have been an Israelite, but it's hard to believe that woman is an Israelite, and even if she is, she's an infidel. It says her husband sit among his neighbors, and when he heard it, he sighed bitterly. When he heard that voice, where you at? He said, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the wickedness of a woman. You can't hold us accountable because you can't hold yourselves accountable. How the fuck you holding us accountable? When somebody tell you about your shit, tell you about shit that happened today, you bringing up shit that happened 3 months ago. Well, 3 months ago, that lack of accountability, and this is what it creates. It creates mass confusion. It creates wickedness. It creates neglect, abuse. So men are opting out. This is why men are like, you know what, fuck that. I can't do it. It says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Hey, to that testament, hey, I don't know nothing. I can't think of nothing more wicked than that. That I've I can't think of nothing more wicked than that. 4 years, you abandon your children for 4 years, and then you go and look into their face while you're handing them burgers through the door, while they squalling around, crawling around in fecal matter. And then your heart, ain't nothing in your heart to say, you know what, this is wrong. For 4 fucking years, ain't nothing in your heart to say, you know what, I need to change. This is wrong. This is fucked up. Because you know why? Because there's another black woman somewhere say, girl, you better live your life, girl. You better do what you gotta do, girl. You know what? He don't care about the kids. He got locked up, girl. I'll help you feed him, girl. It says the climbing up of sandy way is to the feet of the aged. So is a wife full of words to a quiet man. It says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman. Like, hey, brothers, man, like, all that bad, she got a bad body and she, hey, bro, like, man, like, for real, man, like, you know, she could have a bad heart or no soul. And you don't want to deal with a person that has no soul for the rest of your life. Believe me, brothers. Man, hey, I'll tell you this about through experience. You don't want to deal with that type of person for the rest of your life because you popped off and had a baby with a bitch. You don't, man, that's something that you don't want to put on yourselves, bro. Like for real, man. Yeah, I'm telling you that out of love. Like that's something that you don't want to do to yourself. It don't matter how bad this bitch is. You know, if you want to deal with her, bro, like you be fucking careful, man. Be fucking careful. That's all I'm saying, man. Like, man, these women are fucking treacherous. Says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. You know, can't get all caught up into getting boxed either, man. You know, you got to know when a situation is toxic and it's time for you to exit before that situation becomes a life situation, and then you got to suffer for the rest of your life, and then you that guy that's trying to salvage the rest of your life because you got some evil demon that's got claws in you. Man, this devil, man, these fucking hunkies, man, they done turn having a family into a war. That shit is fucking war, man. Like when you think of having a family, it's like, man, like it's not a happy thought, man. Like unless 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 you put seed into a woman of another nation, I'm just gonna come straight, man. That's what we've been reduced to. Now, I'm not saying there ain't no good sisters out there, but the majority of good sisters they got men. You know, it's so-called black women out there that's in thriving relationships that somewhat may know how to treat a man. Hey, it's sisters in the truth that that are better than these women out here. Of course, we all got our shit with us, man. Like we got trauma, 400 years of trauma leaning on our backs. Yeah, we got our shit, but you know what? Shit like that should never happen. Everybody should be fucking outraged, and everybody should be attacking that lack of accountability. I don't like, bro. Like that shit gotta die. Lack of accountability. Can anybody correct your black ass? Can anybody tell you shit? You're always on defensive. You're getting emotional, crying and shit instead of facing up to what the fucked up shit you do. Or you just on some positive vibes only shit, but your life is shit. How you gonna be positive vibe only and your life is shit? You ain't doing nothing to better yourselves. All you do is watch fucking Netflix and eat fucking popcorn. Ain't doing nothing to live right. Don't give a shit about what the men of the Lord say. Don't care about what the Bible says. If it's against you, the Bible is wrong, right? That's why, man, like the Lord said 2/3 of my people gonna be cut off and die. That's why, man, like when the Lord withdraw his mercy, man, like a lot of y'all ain't gonna have shit to say because we warned you time and time again, and ain't nobody doing shit about it. None but the elect. So, and Trump is in office, and all these draconian measures and all these hardness that he about to bring is well fucking deserved. It's well deserved. It's well deserved for a woman like that to not get food stamps. She probably was getting food stamps and all kind of shit for these kids, and probably was spending it with the men she was living with, or the men that she was having sex with. You know, so hey, that's pretty much it, man. I'm gonna take a few breaths, and Lord's will do another video. But that shit, man, that shit hurt my heart, man. That shit hurt it. Like I don't know these kids, I don't know this woman, but that shit hurts to hear kids sat in a house like that for 4 years, for 4 years in a house with fecal matter, crawling through fecal matter, and like in conditions that deplorable. And then sometimes you wonder why, like why, Lord, why would something like this happen? But the world has, man, people have to see that this lack of accountability spirit is not good for us. People have to see that we have to take charge, and we have to start putting people, man, we have to start putting people, holding people fucking accountable, man. You know, and we have to start holding ourselves accountable. That lack of accountability shit, man. And people that have lack of accountability, the Lord's gonna fucking kill you. Because if you can't be accountable for when somebody tell you you're not doing right, you're not repenting to the Lord. And if you are repenting, then you better be fucking changing. Because that who wants a empty repentance? What's the use of a person that says I'm sorry and then goes commit the same wickedness that they committed, they apologize for? Shit needs to change. All right, with that, I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Shalom, bro. Shalom, man. This shit is crazy.